So first problem we have is the avatar URL. So we've got this maybe URL value. I'm going to say case maybe URL of, and there are two possibilities. One is we actually got a URL, and the other is this user did not specify an avatar, so we're going to have to do some sort of fallback. So we know the fallback case is going to be Smiley Cyrus here. And in the case that we actually have a URL for them, we're just going to return it. So in either pathway, in either situation, we've either got a URL or we've got Smiley Cyrus. So let's see how that looks. Fantastic. We now have actual avatar URLs for those folks. Great. They're back. Now for the next one, we're actually need to sign up. Blah, blah. You can put whatever you want in this. Doesn't really matter. Example.com. Any password you want. As you can see, I've now got my Smiley Cyrus avatar that I'm rocking here. My feed is empty because I don't actually follow anyone, but the global feed shows me all this same stuff as I saw when I was logged out. So to reproduce the second bug, I need to open up new post or edit an existing post. And so I'm going to say article title, stuff. What's the article about? Things. Write the article, blah, blah, blah. And then to reproduce the bug, I need to put in tags that actually have too many spaces in between them, or at least multiple spaces. So I hit publish, and it says, some tags were empty. Curses. All right, so that's the problem, is that some of these spaces are actually getting interpreted as tags when we don't want them to be. We want them to just get thrown out. Okay, so that's the bug. To fix the bug, we're going to go over to this code over here. All right. So we've got a pipeline that currently has one thing in it. We're splitting the tag string on a space, so we get a list of each of the things that are in between the spaces. Then we're calling list.map string.trim, which will trim all of them. But now we want to actually filter them. And we want to filter them such that we remove all the ones that have nothing in them. In other words, they were just spaces, and they're going to be processed as empty tags. Okay, so we're going to say tag, and then tag double equals, quote, did anyone try this? Okay. You probably know that it didn't work properly. It's not quite what we want. And actually there's a special error message that I put in for this use case. So I'm just going to put gibberish in here, tag, another, etc. I hit publish, says close but not quite. Is your filter condition returning true? And it should be returning false. I'll admit this error message was specific to this workshop. It's not what's actually there in the real application. So this is basically saying filter it out only if it's empty. Keep it only if it's empty. In other words, it does the opposite of what we want. It actually throws out all of the ones that are the ones that we should be keeping, and then keeps the ones that we wanted to be throwing out. If I change that to not equal to empty string, then it will actually work a good bit better. I can do this, blah, 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 tag, whatever, spaces, hi, publish article. And sure enough, now I actually have a successfully published article. The bug has been fixed. Huzzah!